Let's create a hyperrealistic eye using charcoal and graphite pencils, and I'll walk you through some techniques I use to make drawings look realistic. All of the materials I used are linked in the description below, and I've already prepared the outline for this drawing. You can download the free outline from my website through the link in the description so you can follow along with me. To begin, I'm using an HB charcoal pencil to outline the upper eyelid. Then I'll move into the pupil, applying heavier pressure to achieve the darkest black possible. I'll lightly sketch in the eyelashes for now, and later I'll come back to extend and refine them. Notice how the lashes gently curve outward as they grow away from the eye. I will slightly darken the edge of the corner of the eye and return to this area later. As I shade the edges of the iris, I'm also blocking in the darker values while carefully preserving the main highlight near the top. Using a gentler stroke, I will shade around the iris and pupil. Just like with the eyelashes, I'm now outlining the individual eyebrow hairs. This gives me a solid foundation and a general structure for the eye before moving into the deeper shading. Notice how the brow hairs come down from the top and meet the hairs extending outward and upward, forming the outer edge of the brow. Now I'll go over and thicken some of the brow hairs. Using a brush and charcoal powder, I'm adding soft shading to the upper lid. I'm using a small circular motion as I blend this area. Then with a more defined flat brush, I'll deepen the shadows both above and below the eyelid to create more depth and dimension. I'm also using that darker charcoal to build up grayscale tones inside the iris. Even though the whites of the eyes appear white, they still contain subtle shadows. So I'm adding soft shading along the sides of the eyeball to make it appear more rounded and realistic. At the same time, I'm strengthening the shadow beneath the upper lid. Now I will deepen and gradually build up the iris color. I will also add some light tones to the corner of the eye. Using the same brush, I can softly shade the lower lid and then define the ridge slightly with a pencil. You can already start to see the eye taking shape. With an F pencil, I'm adding light shading to better define the corner, then blending it softly with a brush. For the skin tones, I'm switching to a larger brush with a medium gray charcoal powder. I like using soft circular motions while shading because it creates a more natural texture. I'm not overly concerned with making the skin perfectly smooth. Real skin has texture and variation, so slight inconsistencies in the charcoal actually help the realism. I'm leaving the teardrop untouched for now, and I'll return to it later. Next, I'm darkening the eyebrow slightly with a deeper charcoal tone to give it more thickness and definition. As I move toward the ends of the eyebrow, I gradually lighten the pressure so the hairs taper naturally. Now I'm building up the shadows around the eye socket, especially near the area where the bridge of the nose meets the eye. The eyelids naturally cast shadows, so adding those darker values on both sides helps the highlight in the center stand out more. The lower portion of the eye also needs shadow to help transform the surface from flat to rounded. Using a flat brush, I'm shaping the softer pocket areas beneath the eye. These subtle forms help suggest the roundness of the eyeball underneath the skin. I'm also adding a few delicate wrinkle lines below the eye to create more realism and texture. As I continue layering the skin tones and shadows, these smaller details begin adding depth to the overall structure of the eye. Returning to the corner of the eye, I will shape the outer edge to make this appear more three-dimensional from the inner corner. Now to deepen the iris, I'm using a 2B charcoal pencil to darken both the iris and the pupil. Since this is a brown eye, the values will remain much darker. If I were drawing a blue eye, I'd keep the iris much lighter overall. Using an HB pencil, I'm creating soft irregular lines across the skin, and then lightly blending them in with a large brush. This helps create subtle skin texture and variation. Sometimes even a few simple pencil lines can create natural-looking shadows and texture. Using an F pencil, I will add small, light lines above the eye and across the eyelid to create texture. Along the lower eye area, I'm adding a soft crisscross pattern for additional texture. To form the teardrop, I'm carefully building shadows around it and slightly above it to give it dimension. The upper right corner will be slightly darker to represent the beginning of the hairline. Using electric eraser, I'm pulling out highlights along the top of the nose. Then with a white pencil eraser, I'm adding tiny highlighted textures across the forehead area. These highlights are placed somewhat randomly to mimic the natural way light reflects off skin. Finally, I'm adding highlights along the upper eyelid to bring more life and realism into the drawing. An F pencil is used to add fine lines below the eye. I'm adding a slight shadow along the lower lid and using a very small brush to softly blend and shade the teardrop along with the pencils. Shading with an HB pencil is added to create the shadow. Around the eye, I'm extending the shadows along the outer edge of the iris and shaping the whites of the eye to help the eyeball appear more rounded and three-dimensional. The corner of the eye is now being refined using an F pencil and a blending stump. Now I'm going to go back to darken the upper eyelid, then softly blending it out with a brush. Adding subtle texture lines and highlights throughout the skin can make the drawing feel more realistic. Using the electric eraser, I'm pulling out highlights along the edge of the lower lid and in the inner corner of the eye. Creating strong contrast between darkest values and the brightest highlights is one of the most important parts of building depth and realism. A pencil eraser is great for adding highlights and subtle skin texture. Now I'm adding reflective highlights to the teardrop to give it more of a wet appearance. I'm covering part of the drawing with a piece of paper so I can comfortably rest my hand while working. And now I'm using a 2B charcoal pencil to deepen the eyebrow hairs. You'll notice that some of the lighter gray undertones still show through beneath the darker hairs, which creates a much more natural texture. I'm also extending a few hairs slightly outside the shape of the eyebrow. You don't want the eyebrow to look overly trimmed or perfectly uniform. You can really start to see how the darker shadows against the lighter areas create depth and make the eye stand out. Add fine hairs by varying the pressure on your charcoal pencil. I will continue building depth and dimension. Using the electric eraser again, I'm lifting out a thin ridge of highlight to create a subtle sense of moisture and reflection. Now I'm filling in the main highlight of the eye. This area reflects what the eye is seeing, so the reflections don't need to be perfectly sharp or detailed. I'm using a slightly dirty blending stump to softly fill in some of the reflections. and then using an HB charcoal pencil to add the reflected shadows of the upper eyelashes. Next, I'm pinching the kneaded eraser into a fine edge and gently lifting highlights around the iris. You can already see how the teardrop is beginning to look much more realistic. Now I'm extending and darkening the eyelashes. Notice how I'm curving upward from the base and tapering them off naturally at the ends. Not every eyelash should curve upward in the same direction. Some eyelashes are shorter, finer, and slightly irregular. One common mistake is adding too many eyelashes or making them too uniform. The outer ends of the eyelashes appear thicker and denser, which is why this area looks darker. The lower lashes should generally appear softer, lighter, and finer than the upper lashes. You'll also notice that I continuously rotate my pencil to keep the tip sharp and prevent it from becoming too flat. Now I'm building up a little more shadow along the right side of the eye and face to strengthen the contrast. Using the white pencil eraser again, I'm adding a few final highlighted areas, and of course we can't forget the highlights along the upper lid. A mechanical pencil works really well for adding tiny veins to the eyeball. You don't want them to appear too dark, and if they do, you can always soften them with a kneaded eraser. You may be at a slightly different point in your drawing than I am, but now I'm mostly focusing on final touch-ups and refinements. Now to remove the tape to reveal those clean, crisp edges, and then lightly erasing any excess charcoal. After stepping back from the drawing, I decided to extend some of the lower eyelashes slightly and add a bit more detail to the eyebrow. I also went back into the iris to refine a few areas further. You'll notice throughout this process that I'm constantly moving back and forth between adding charcoal and lifting highlights with the eraser. That balance between dark and light is what really brings realism to the drawing. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more realistic drawing tutorials. And if you want to keep practicing facial features, check out my next video, How to Draw a Realistic Nose.